Hi, in this video, I want to discuss SSS benefits. There are many types of benefits for SSS, but in HR Tech, we currently support only two, and that is maternity, which is being given for female employees that gives birth, and sickness, which is given for all employees that get accident or critical illness. Okay, so how do we calculate the amount that can be get by the employees regarding the benefit? Okay, so actually, if you go to the SSS website, which is the www.sss.gov.ph, you'll see that the calculation is detailed. In fact, they have an example here. Okay, which I think it will be a lot easier to explain by example rather than stating the the procedure of the calculation. Okay. Now, for example, let us say that SSS member gives birth in December 2013. Okay. So the first step is actually to exclude the first semester. So when you say semester, that is actually 2 quarters, okay, or 6 months, because every quarter is 3 months. So the semester of contingency would be from July to December, okay, because you have to count backward 6 months, okay. So that is from July to December. So therefore, to get the 12-month period before the semester of contingency, okay, it will be from July 2012 up to June 2013, because here it is July, right? So from July, after excluding the semester of contingency, of course you need to start from June, and then from June you will count up to 12 months backward. Okay, so you will get from July 2012 up to June 2013. Now, what is these months? So these are the months that you need to get from the contribution of the employee. And we're talking about the monthly salary credit, not the contribution itself. Okay, it's different. It should be the monthly salary credit, because if you go to the uh, I don't know, the table here is not displayed, but let me go to the sickness benefits. So here, this is actually the range of compensation. Okay, and then of course there is the uh, if you have a background about the SSS table, there is employee and employer share, right? So I'm not referring to that one. I'm referring to this column, monthly salary credit. Okay, so for the past 12 months, where the employee gave the contribution, you need to get the sum of the uh, what do you call that? This monthly salary credit. Okay, so you from that 12 months, okay, you get the six highest monthly salary. Okay, which is mentioned here. The six highest monthly salary credits. Okay, so you get the first six, and then you sum up those six monthly salary credits. For example, in this example, we have, let's say, 15,000 each. Of course, it could be different, no, depending on the salary of the employee. But most of the time, it will just be the same, no, for the 6 months, even actually for the 12 months. If of course, if the employee did not get salary increase that often, right? So therefore, uh, most of the time it will be the same, but it doesn't have to be like that. Okay, it can be different. So let's say the sum of the 6 highest monthly salary credits, okay, which is 15,000 each. The total, for example, is 90,000. Okay, so that is 15,000 times 6. Okay, so you will get 90,000, right? So after getting this 90,000, you need to get the daily maternity allowance, and that would be dividing the total monthly salary credit by 180. Okay, and you will get 500. Okay, so that means the employee will have 500 per day, and then you multiply that 500 by the number of days where the employee is entitled to. Now, regarding maternity, it depends on the manner of delivery. Okay, so if it is normal or miscarriage, it will be 60. Okay, but if it is cesarean, okay, so it will be 78 days. Okay, so it depends. So let's say the employee is only a normal delivery, so it would be 500 times 60. Okay, so you will get around 30,000. Okay, but of course, if it is uh, what do you call this? If it is 78 days, okay, you will get 39,000. Okay, wait, let me use a calculator just to be sure. So for 60 days, it will be 30,000. Okay, but for 78 days, it will be 39,000. Okay, so how do we implement this calculation in HR Tech? Okay, now by the way, regarding the sickness, everything is the same except for the average daily salary. You will just get 90%. Okay, so in that calculation, we got 500, right? So the employee will not get 100% the 500, unlike in the maternity. It will only get the 90%. So 90% of 500, it will be 450 per day. Okay? So, and then you multiply it by the number of days the employee got sick. So let's say the employee got sick for 20 days, so you multiply it by 20 days. Okay? So if it is 30 days, you multiply it by 30 days. Okay? But actually, there is a note here that a member can be granted sickness benefits so for a maximum of 120 days in one calendar year. Okay? And then any unused portion of the allowable 120 days sickness benefit cannot be carried forward and added to the total number of allowed compensable days for the following year. Okay? And then the sickness benefit shall not be paid for more than 240 days on account of the same illness. Okay? So if the sickness or injury still persists after 240 days, his claim will be considered already a disability claim. So that would be different already. So the maximum per year is 120 days, and the maximum per illness will be 240 days. So if the illness is more than 240 days, that is not considered illness anymore. Okay, that means it's already a disability because it seems that it's it is not being cured uh, for almost 240 days. Okay, so therefore it is already considered a disability. So therefore it should be a disability claim already and not the illness. Oh, so it's not considered as a sickness benefit anymore. Okay, so how do we implement this in HR Tech? Okay, so let me go to HR Tech. First, of course, the SSS benefit will be under approval. So we should have a approval scheme. So if I go here on the on the approval scheme, and then I will search for SSS benefit. Okay, here I created one approver. Okay, and it is specific, and that is Kim Abad. But of course, in your own organization, it can be different. There can be many levels, so it depends on your policy. Doesn't have to be like this. Okay. So in my case, I just put it as one approver, just to simplify the procedure. Okay. Now the first step is that the employee should do the notification form. Okay, that's the first step. So I will log in as an employee. Let's say I have an employee that will give birth for 8 months from now, and she wants to notify her employer. Okay, so what the employee will do is that, of course, I need to log in. Okay, so I will log in as I have one example here, 0034. Okay, as you know, the usual username and password is always the employee code, but it can be changed. Okay, so let's say I'm an employee and I want to apply for a notification form. I'll go to government and then SSS benefit. Okay, and then from here, of course, I will see all my previous benefits, no, that were already entered. And then to create a new benefit application, all I have to do is to click this add new record. Okay, so by default it is maternity. Okay, so you will have to fill all this maternity information. But if you will change it into sickness, this will be different. Okay, so you will fill up the sickness information. Anyway, later we will discuss about the sickness. For now, let us concentrate on discussing the maternity. Okay, so for maternity, you need to enter the notification date, which is usually the current date, and also the notification received date. This is actually when was the employer or the HR department received the notification. Okay, so this form is actually notifying the HR that you're about to give birth. Okay, that you are pregnant and you have to give birth. Okay, for about 7 months from now or 8 months from now. Okay, so this is required by the SSS, by the way. Okay, an employee that is pregnant and wants to get maternity benefit, she should inform or notify the employer, and the employer afterwards will notify the SSS. Okay, so this is actually the notification date and also the notification receive date. And then here, you will specify the delivery type. Of course, excuse me. Of course, when you are applying for this notification, you're not sure yet, right? You're not sure whether you will undergo cesarean or normal or miscarriage, because it depends. It depends on the decision of the doctor and how difficult it is, no, to 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 release the baby. Okay, from the uh, I forgot what's called. Okay, from the stomach of the mother. Okay, So it depends on the decision of the doctor. So by this time, you can leave it blank, or maybe you can put normal as a default, because of course this is the normal expectation that you will not get cesarean, because cesarean is very expensive, right? So by default, it is safe to make it normal. Okay, but of course it could be changed in the future depending on the actual delivery. Okay, and then here you need to specify the expected delivery date. By this time it will be expected delivery date. Of course, due to technology nowadays, and by experience we know that the 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 child will stay in the mother's womb for about 9 months, right? So therefore, if you are 1 month from now, so you will count 8 months from now. Okay. So let's say now is March. Let us count forward. Let's say by this time it's already 1 month. Okay. So let us count 8 months from now. So March, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So let's say you're expecting that the baby will come out on November 23. Okay. That is the birthday of my father, by the way. Okay. Anyway, uh, and then here you will put the pregnancy count. So in other words, what is the birth number or the birth order of the baby inside your womb? Okay, so if it is your first baby, so you will put here 1. If it is the second baby, it should be 2, 3, 4. And by the way, SSS benefit, SSS maternity benefit is only given up to fourth baby. So more than 4 babies, you will not get anymore. The government will not pay more than 4. So this is actually, I think, to promote family planning. Okay, so therefore, your baby should only be up to 4. Okay, to get the SSS benefit. Okay, and then here you will put the number of prior deliveries. Okay, so let's say this is your fourth. So let's say previously you already got 3 deliveries. Okay, and then here number of miscarriages. So there are 2 possibilities, right? So maybe previously you got normal delivery, and some of your babies unfortunately did not make it. So therefore uh, you encountered miscarriage. So here uh, you'll put the number of miscarriages. Okay. So by the way, both normal and even miscarriage, you are also entitled for the maternity benefit. Okay. So let's say let's make this 0, and then this one 3, and this is your fourth pregnancy. Okay. So this portion, it will be calculated by the system. Okay, based on what we discussed. Okay, so as an employee, you just need to fill all this, only this. You don't need to fill this portion. Okay, so after filling this, all you have to do is to click save. Okay, so once it is saved, the approver will come here. So our approver is Kim. Okay, and then from here, Kim will now approve it. Okay, So let us now log out and log in as Kim. Kim, by the way, is the username is admin. Okay, password ABC. So when I log in as admin, I will see that there is a pending approval for SSS benefit, which is this one. Okay, so when I click it, so it will be displayed. So I will see the who is the employee and whether what's the benefit, and then the delivery date and so on. So once this is okay, I will now approve it. Okay. Now once excuse me. So once it is approved, you will now wait until maybe after 7 months. I'm just not sure how many days the employee is getting the leave. Maybe approximately maybe 30 days before, right? So 30 days before, she can already claim for the benefit, right? So when the employee will get the benefit already. So it says here that let me go back to here. It says that the ben for employed members, the benefit is advanced by the employer to the qualified employee in full within 30 days from the date of filing the maternity leave. That is from the date of filing the maternity leave, right? So it could be maybe 35 days before, right? But the thing here is that it should be given 30 days after filing the maternity. So it doesn't need to be exact day, no, that you will give birth before you do the what do you call this? You get the benefit. Okay. So let me go back here. So from here, uh, by the way, in the future, I'm planning to in the operation. I'm planning to put here what do you call this file attachment. Okay. So through file attachments, of course, the employee can attach the ultrasound record and so on. So whatever is required for application of the SSS benefit. Okay. For now, it's not yet available, but it will be easy because I have already shown you in the employee and also even on the personal action notice, right? So it's just a matter of enabling it here. Okay. So I just forgot to put it, and I'm already making this video. Okay. So sorry for that. But for sure in the future it will be available. Okay. In the very near future. In fact, I can just give it maybe tonight. Okay. Now, once it is approved and the employee is wants to get the benefit, so the HR will now go to operation and then calculate benefit amount. Okay. So as you can see, it was already calculated. Okay. So the total monthly salary credit, so that is the sixth highest among the 12 months period. Uh, so it got 90,000. So 90,000, you divide it by 180 days, you will get the 500. Multiply it by the since this is a normal delivery, so therefore it is 60 days, right? So what you will get is 30,000. Okay, and then you see that the status is calculated. Okay, so once it is now approved and you know the amount, of course you need to pay it to the employee by giving check maybe, or maybe depositing it to her account. Okay, so once you pay the employee, HR will now go to operation and then mark it as paid. Okay, so it is now marked as paid, and then later you need to, as an employer, after giving it an advance, giving it advance to the employee, you can now reimburse it immediately to SSS. Okay, but of course you need to give proof of payment, right? So once you get the reimbursement, all you have to do now is to click this close. Okay, so once it is closed, once the status of the SSS benefit is closed, so it means it's already paid and also reimbursed from SSS. Okay, so of course by this status, you can now let me go to the SSS benefit again here. So from here, you can now do monitoring. No, in fact, if I go here, okay, you can now monitor what are the status that are already calculated and waiting for payment, right? This one. So you can also check for any pending and so on, right? Or any paid, just like the previous one here. Oh, there's no paid. Let me check. No, there's no paid, but we have only close, right? So that's why nothing was displayed there, because we don't have a status of paid. What we have is close. Okay. And then anytime, of course, you can review the record. Okay. And by the way, there is an operation here where you can print the notification form. Okay. So this is the maternity notification form, which is actually being given by the SSS online. So this can be downloaded from the website of the SSS. So it can be filled manually. Now the good thing about HR Tech is that you don't need to fill it by hand, okay, by handwriting. Uh, by filling it in the system, you can now just print it and then of course sign it. So everything is there, no? Like the SSS number, the name of the employee, the birth date of the employee, the address, the cell phone number, email, and then the pregnancy count, and also the number of deliveries and miscarriage. Okay, so the employee just need to sign here, and of course the date, and then here the information about the employer will automatically come here, like the company name, the SSS number of the employer, TIN, and also the zip code. So all the HR will do now is just to sign it. Okay, so yeah, the good thing about this is that of course you don't need to keep the form and print the form and give it to the employee. Okay, so the employee will just log into the system, fill it, and then print it. Okay, as easy as that, right? Okay, now regarding the sorry, regarding the sickness benefit, so as I said, it's almost the same. You just need to fill a different information. So from here, you say sickness, so there will be notification, and then here you will select accident or sickness occurred while working in company premises, on vacation, on strike, company shutdown, or under suspension. So you just need to select it here. And then here is you will put here the sick leave start date. So let's say tomorrow. And then when was the doctor examined the employee. And then here you will put the brief medical history and findings. Okay. Then here you'll put the diagnosis of the doctor, and also the remarks about fit to work. So is it yes, or is it fit to work, whatever. Okay, you put it here. Then you put here the doctor's name or the physician name, the license number of the doctor, and then here you'll put the start date of the confinement, and then how many days the confinement will be. So this is actually, when you calculate the benefit, this is actually the number of days to be multiplied by the allowance per day. So if you put here 20 days, 15 days, 10 days, so this is actually being decided, or what you call recommended by the physician. So whatever is the recommendation of the physician, you should put it here. And by the way, on the sickness form, notification form, the physician should also sign, and the physician will indicate how many days will be the required or the suggested confinement number of days. And then here you will put where is the place of confinement. Is it on the hospital or home? So normally it is in the hospital. And then here you put the hospital name. So maybe medical city. Then here you put the zip code, and then the address of the hospital. Okay. Yeah, and of course after that you will save it, and then it will undergo the same process. It will be calculated, and then it will be paid, and then it will be reimbursed from the government. Okay, the only difference is that, as I said, it will not be 100%. It's only 90% of the daily allowance. Okay, for sickness benefit. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's how easy it is to implement SSS benefit in HR Tech. So if there's any clarification or maybe something wrong with what I've done, maybe you can suggest some more that I was not able to include in this feature. You're free to suggest. Okay, just put it on the comments below. And if you have any question where there's something that is not clear to you, you can also put it in the comments below. Okay, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.